What's going on, YouTube? Or whoever see this video. It's early morning. I just want to touch on a thing real quick. I get calls from people. Well, as long as I've been driving trucks, I get calls from people and they tell me they ask me rather, I want to get in the truck and I want to do this, I want to buy a truck, yada, 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 all of the above. Yeah, I'm about to do this, I'm about to buy a truck, I'm about to book some freight, what I got to do, it's the process. So, I've been telling people for years, it's the stuff I know accumulated over the 7 years I've been driving, 7.5. I've been putting in the work and, doing it. And it ain't no real right way to do it, but let me tell you something, they lying to you. Them trucking gurus, them people on YouTube or Instagram and stuff like that y'all see that say, oh, jump in the truck industry, you want to do this, they're lying. They lying. They lying. They lying. They lying. It's a lies. It's a trend right now. And trends usually have downward spirals and down effects eventually. And that's what it is. It's a trend, so you gotta be able to decipher through these lies that these people tell, what's gonna work for you. Because my rite of passage wasn't the next man's, and it was my unique story. I'm a felon, Speak on that in some videos on how I had to do it. It's not gonna be easy for the next person, It's not gonna. And the trucking industry is making it more harder because so many people is just falling into the trucking industry, felons and people from low income and poverty. It's providing so much opportunity. It had already been doing that for years, but now people got to show everything they do. It leads people in herds to come do something because people are, I can do this, not knowing the risk that it come with. You risking your life driving a truck, bro. And on top of it, it's boring. You're not, I don't know where all this super duper excitement that people put on it. It's it's not a glamorous job. You're not gonna get glamour out of this. I learned from TB, Trucker Brown, Sean Parks, say the least. Red Eye KB, people like that. I learned and I was driving probably longer than KB. But he came out here and he did his thing, So you can learn from people that you probably been doing something longer than, and they probably did it a different way. Everybody's way is different. There's no real right way with this. So stop believing the moment the recruiters tell you, yeah, you gonna this gonna happen, that's gonna happen, we gonna have you this, and you could go regional as soon as you start. No, you can't. Generally, for the most part, no, you can't. You can't go regional. It ain't none of that. It ain't none of that, and salute to Trucker Brown. I can't thank him enough for his videos. I used to be in the streets doing what I'm doing, and I'm in a car. I turn some Trucker Brown on. My friends get mad at me. Yo, turn this fool off, man. He yelling and cursing, talk about driving trucks. Somebody want to hear that. Now, look, most of my friends trying to drive trucks. So, I say everybody experience is different in any and everything. But coming in this, you usually got to start ground level, not unless you coming in with that bag. I came in, I was fighting a case. I wanted to buy a truck, dude. I had the same aspirations. I ain't gonna lie. But I was fighting a case. I had to spend my money there, and they take all of your money, if they'll get your time. And usually they get both. But luckily, I had a good lawyer who got me to keep my freedom this time, you know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful for it, and I ain't looked back since. And there have been some little bumps in the road, but for the most part, I did it my way, you know what I'm saying? And I've been wanting to drive trucks before it was a trend. My man, he was driving trucks back in 07. He used to come to me when I was getting out of high school, 06, around that time, 07. He was like, yo, what you gonna do? I was like, yeah, I wanna go to HBU, but nigga, I couldn't be completely opposite from going to a school. I was in the streets so heavy doing nonsense that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I was young thug, like before that, like not like if it's an entendre for that, meaning like I was in the street, I was young and I was doing, you know, the thugs do what they consider thugs to do, right? And I was probably could have been facing charges that young, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, stuff that's nonsense that don't add up, that ain't going nowhere, you know what I mean? That don't get you nowhere fast. And I'm not promoting anything. I'm not telling you to do anything. But everybody's story is different. I learned, me being a convicted felon, I couldn't go to the Proms, the Swifts, the CR Englands. They just wouldn't accept me, the Mavericks, all these places I was calling. I had to get it the hard way. I went to Porky's. You know what I mean? I went to Road Tex and places like that. I went to Porky's out the Road Tex, and I'm busting down boxes, like heavy meat boxes in New York. Learning how to drive a trailer in New York, driving a straight job here, like every other day, like they was switching it. You know what I'm saying? With a partner, like every day, like getting in, bumping freight early in the morning in Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, all them places. Newark, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my city, but yeah, I just want to touch on that. I'm gonna do a salute to Truckin' Brown, because he really, go follow him. You know, he's a polarizing figure in this trucking YouTube space. He inspired me a lot. He influenced, you know, the YouTube. He had been saying it. He could have used it, not just the way I was and the way I am. Did not want to do it, but you gotta step outside your comfort zone if you want to grow. That's just it. But I'm gonna get off here because I got something to do.